All right, guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Dory. I'm actually driving to pick up my daughter from a program called Girls on the Run. It's really the only time that I really have any time to be able to update you guys on my journey. As you know, if you've been here for a while, I actually started my journey almost 7 years ago. I am 49 years old, and on September 12th of 2016, I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy weight loss surgery with Dr. Darren Tischler at Hartford Hospital in Hartford, Connecticut. My highest recorded weight was 350 pounds. The day of surgery, I was 300.5. The lowest I've seen is 156.3, which I am very close to being at again. I had lost into the 170s for a very long time. Then I went into the 160s for some time, like 2019, December of 2019 is when I got down to my lowest weight. And so let's see, that was 2019. 2020 came along. I went into the 160s for a long time. I also went into the 170s. So I was kind of bouncing back and forth. And then on October 12th of 2022, last year, I made a trip to my doctor, and it was for my physical. And I was 182. I had explained to him that I was trying to lose some of the weight that I had gained, but that I also had heard about a weight loss injection that was on the market. At the time, the name that I saw everywhere was Mounjaro. I thought that by even now into 2023 that would have been fast-tracked to be able to be a weight loss drug, and so it has not become that yet. Hang on, I just got to get some. My lips are so dry. So anyhow, so when I mentioned Mounjaro, he told me that that was for type 2 diabetics, but that I then mentioned Wegovy, and he told me that there is a national shortage for Wegovy, and so he mentioned Saxenda, and he told me that that was a daily injection, and so basically that was something that I could get. He gave me a couple of weeks or a couple of months worth. Was it a couple of months? Maybe about a month or so worth of pens to be able to give my injection every day. My insurance covered it. And so I was happy. I started on Saxenda. I went down from 182 down to about 170, maybe even 168. I don't remember. I should have written it down before I started this video, but I think that's about it. Yeah, like the high 160s maybe. And that was fine. But then Wegovy ended up getting back. The shortage wasn't as bad in January. So when I asked them for Wegovy, their first response was that a lot of pharmacies did not have it. But I assured them that we have a mail order pharmacy with our military insurance out of Boston, and that they did have it, that they actually had gotten a lot of different scripts that a lot of pharmacies weren't able to get, but they did. So they put the script through in January, and then we had to go through a prior authorization process, but luckily where our pharmacy is, they have the prior authorization people, I don't know who it is, but whatever, right on site. And so it was pretty quick, and so they ended up giving me Wegovy starting January 13th. I remember it was Friday the 13th. So it was January 13th, I started my first injection, which is a once weekly injection. I decided to do it on Fridays because I don't work the weekend. And in the event that I would have gotten any kind of side effects, tiredness, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, anything, constipation, anything like that, I would be able to be home and kind of figure it out, while I wouldn't have to go to work. So we did that, and I started it in the first week and maybe the first month or so. The only thing that I really had that was unusual was very tired. I was extremely tired all the time. The fatigue was so bad. With Saxenda, I had the fatigue, but I also had headaches. With this one, I got a little bit of headache side effects, but more it was fatigue. And so then I ended up, the second month, they gave me a prior authorization for 1 month at a time. And so it's 4 pens, and they sent me 1 box, and then I told my doctor I'm almost through that box. Let's try to get another script in so they can order it if they have to, and I won't be without it. So my second box came. And then I just got my 3rd box. And so basically they normally start you off at 0.25, but I started at 0.50. So basically it's every month they have you go up until you're at the highest dose, which is 2.4. So the first month I was on 0.50, second month 1.0, I believe it is, or 1. Third month, which I'm just finishing up, I have 1 more week. So this coming Friday, I'll take the last pen for the 1.7, and then I start 2.4. And basically now that they've gotten through all of them, they gave me a script enough for a year. So I don't have to call my doctor and have them send it in, and no prior authorization things or anything like that. Just basically they have it in the system that I got actually 2 months worth of the 2.4, and then they have 5 refills, so that would be 10 months worth, and then I have 2 months at home, so it was a full year worth of the pens. So that's really cool, really exciting. I weighed in this morning. Last week I was 158 maybe. Again, I should have probably, sorry, I'm pulling up, I'm so tired. I'm pulling up to my daughter's school because they're outside doing Girls on the Run. I actually don't want her to see me, so I didn't pull all the way up, but in any event, so, I was like 158 maybe. I saw 157, so close to 156. I have like a pound or 2 to go, and so I'm really super excited about that. Wegovy is actually amazing. Saxenda was not bad either. Saxenda actually did great. I mean, it silenced the little voice in my head that kept telling me when to eat, when I was hungry, or hey, it's breakfast, you should be eating, you must be starving, the cravings, the nighttime eating, all of that. And then it kind of came back at some point. I know I have a video that said it stopped working. And then the higher dose that I went on with Saxenda, then it began working again. And then now having the Wegovy, I haven't had to really have anything other than the amazing effects from it. So basically I had no more of the person in my head telling me to eat, no more of the feeling like I have to snack, no more of the late night cravings, no more of the craving, yucky, sweetie foods. I will say that there are some days, I haven't really experienced it now, but when I was on the 0.5 and 1.0, whatever it is, 1, there was something that really, really bothered me, is that I would like, nothing would appeal to me. Like, I was not hungry, but I knew I needed to eat something, and I was kind of a little hungry, and I just knew I needed to eat, but I would basically think of all the different foods that I had, and nothing would appeal to me at all, except like a donut, or like some kind of sugary thing, or like Lay's potato chips, which I remember when I was pregnant with my last child, I would get extremely nauseous, and the doctor told me that if I drank lemonade and ate Lay's potato chips, that would actually help me, because it's like a salty and a sweet thing. And so basically it feels like the same thing, you know, I'm nauseous, or I don't want to eat, but then if I eat the sweet and then the salty, it actually helps me a lot, and that goes away. It's not, you know, it doesn't make me sick anymore. So that's what I've kind of been doing. Now that I'm at the 1.7, I don't really have that a lot, although I can tell for sure that I cannot eat a lot. Still, there are some foods that do not appeal to me. I'm not really doing a lot of the, meal prep. I'm not doing a lot of that. I don't know. It's just not appealing. But what I have been doing, which has been settling really good, is having soup. And so I go to Costco and I get 2 huge containers. I had broccoli cheddar last week, and this week I'm having chicken tortilla soup, and potato soup. And so I just bring like a cup in a container to work, and I put a little bit of cheese on top. And then I'll have that, and I'm usually full, but I have been trying to get like a Quest frosted cookie in, or a Quest cookie or protein bar or something. I'm trying to get that. I'm trying to have a lot of water. The other thing I started doing as well is having my Gatorade. So Gatorade Zero or Powerade Zero. I find that if I feel like I'm dehydrated or I'm not eating enough, I get nauseous, but I don't really recognize that I'm not eating enough until it's really too late and I'm already nauseous. But the Gatorade and the Powerade has actually been a lifesaver in that area. I have not been able to, I have not felt really bad since I've been kind of drinking the Powerades. Every couple days I make sure that I down one, just to make sure that I'm getting enough electrolytes and everything. And the other thing that has been extremely helpful is, the one thing I suffer from is constipation. That, I think, across the board, I belong to a couple of the Wegovy and Ozempic sites, like the support pages on Facebook. And basically what I'm learning is that the constipation is like really crazy for a lot of people. And so basically what happens is I end up where my stomach is like in knots, and I just feel like I'm tired and I'm not losing anything. And the reason I'm not losing is because I'm really got a problem with my bowels. And so once I started taking Dulcolax, and I tried Miralax every day, and I was taking stool softeners, and I don't know, Dulcolax chews, and you name it. And basically what was happening is I would finally go to the bathroom, but it was like a long time coming. And so I ended up finding out that there's something on Amazon, which I ordered it. It's called Mag 07, so it's magnesium, but it's 07. And you're supposed to take 3 of these pills before bed every night, but some people found that that would be too much, and so then you would have loose bowels, like, I don't even know, for days. So I'm gonna I took 3 the other night, and I was able to go, and then I took 2 last night, or no, 2 nights ago, nothing. So I'm gonna actually go back to take 3 tonight, and then I think what I'll end up doing is I'll take 3 maybe once a week, and maybe every other day take 1 or 2, just to kind of see how I can just regulate myself, so that way I'm not worried about the pain or whatever. But I do thoroughly enjoy getting that huge weight loss, which is fantastic. So anyhow, so that is kind of the gist on that. I can tell you that being at this low weight, 156, it was like 156, or no, 157 this morning, I think it was. But basically being at this low weight, I finally have arrived at not having to be concerned about what I am eating. So I can eat whatever, honestly. There's nothing that is off limits. There's nothing that makes my tummy yucky, like as far as sweets, you know, having bariatric surgery. There's nothing that, there's nothing I can't have. So when I go to a restaurant, I order whatever I want. I don't care if they're breadsticks, just basically with the Wegovy, I cannot, with the Wegovy, I cannot eat a lot. So it really doesn't matter like what I do, but I definitely cannot eat a lot. So if I have bread, I mean, I'm going to basically have a breadstick. So it's not really going to hurt me. My poor daughter. She needs to be able to run more. I have her on Girls on the Run to help build, build character and build friendships and stuff. Sorry, I'm watching her now. That's how I got a squirrel moment here. But she is a little overweight, and so this will help her out a lot. The coaches are trying so hard to get her to run, so this will be really good. It's really good for her. And she joined gymnastics, which I'm so excited about. That doesn't start till the end of April. But anyways, that's a side note. Squirrel. What else? Yeah, so I've just been enjoying, like for instance, a typical day, like today. So yesterday, basically, let me tell you a typical day. So when I wake up in the morning, there's some mornings like I'm really legitimately hungry and I can feel it. Like I want to eat something. So I'll have a English muffin, and I usually spread peanut butter on it. So I'll have an English muffin with peanut butter. I'll eat both halves, or whatever, one whole one. And that'll be fine. I'll go off to work. 11 o'clock is my lunch. So at 11 o'clock, I'll have 1 cup of the soup with a little bit of shredded cheese on top. I heat it up. It's delicious. Hits the spot. Sometimes I can fit in like a piece of chocolate on the side or a Quest frosted cookie. Many times I cannot fit anything else in except the soup. Then I drink a bunch of water during the day. This is my cup, the same OG cup I've had this whole entire time. I love this cup. It's 40 ounces. I'm not getting as much water in as I used to get. I don't really feel like it serves a purpose unless I'm thirsty. It's not really trying to get all that stuff out or whatever. And so basically I'll drink that. I get home, like I came home today, I'm not even really hungry. I'm gonna try to have some soup after, but like today at work, I went out last night to eat. I had Mexican. I had ordered these 3 tacos with the barbacoa meat inside, and there's like the juice that they make it in, you dip it in there, and I had rice. And I could only have 1 bite of the taco because before that I had some chips and queso, and then I had a lot of leftovers, so I brought them to work today. I was only able to eat 1 taco today and a couple bites of rice, and that was it. So I left it at work, and I'll just finish it tomorrow. And then probably tonight I'll end up, or this evening at some point, maybe like in an hour. It's like 4 o'clock. And so in about an hour, I'll probably end up having some soup. I have the soup that's already 1 cup in the containers. I'll just heat that up. I do have an appointment on Thursday with my plastic surgeon. I had an appointment with my PCP last night or yesterday, and I got a whole bunch of paper. Here's all my documentation. We have all the documentation, pages and pages and pages of how many times I was in there about my skin surgery and all of that. And so they're going to submit this in, and I should be getting my tummy tuck and muscle repair in June, which is amazing. He wants to do it in May, April or May, but that will not work because I'm in school until at least the 2nd week of June. I do have my first colonoscopy June 20th. So we're off on June 19th. I'll do my prep, I'll do my colonoscopy, and then a couple days later I should have my go in for my surgery. So anyhow, so I am going to submit this on Thursday to my plastic surgeon. I'm also going to just ask him while I'm there on Thursday about something with my breasts. I don't want implants, but I don't know if they can take fat from somewhere and kind of raise them up a little. I could care less if I don't have an A cup. I don't care, but I just don't like them hanging down low. But anyways, I will update you guys on that video, or on that appointment, on another video. This already ran over so long. I'm very sorry for coming so far in between of all of my videos, but I definitely did want to get this out to you guys so you know what I'm up to and how I'm doing. And I'm assuming that I'll probably be, by the time I come back to another video, maybe next week, I should be 155 is my guess. But I will talk to you guys then, and until next time, thanks for watching.